So, you're probably wondering, what does that guy, Joan Angelo, do with all those videos and images he uploads to YouTube? Well, you're seeing the results right here, three of my efforts. This is East Bay Freight Graffiti, which is a series I'm putting out on Amazon KDP. It's a self-publishing service. And I have to give a shout out to Small Press Express, Adam Yeater. He was the impetus, he was the catalyst to get me off my butt and start doing something with my art and my train graffiti videos. And this is a work in progress, as you can see. Hopefully this summer I'm going to do maybe volume 4, maybe volume 5. Volume 1 I did last year in February 2021. I published it, and at the time, what I was doing was I was collecting in the book by the trains. And what I mean by that is by the train videos I would upload. So like, for instance, here, this is Freight 376. Let me put some more light on that. So people could go to my playlist and see train 376 and see the footage, the actual raw footage, and check out the train and what else was on that train that I did not include. As you can see, I put some of the, when I was doing that style of thumbnails on YouTube, I put a collage of those. Also, at the front, I want to give a shout out, and I did give a shout out to people who were around when I was doing it then. I thanked I'm Everywhere, Silence 7, and Can Control. I know there's more people who are commenting and helping me ID things, and new volumes, I'll be sure to mention your name to recommend you. So if you're not here in the comments, it's not that I'm excluding you. This is who was commenting at the time, and I want to thank these guys. I don't know what I'm doing with this freight graffiti. It just runs past my backyard, and that's how I have an interest in it. But these guys are always very friendly, coming over, commenting on my videos, IDing, maybe just giving a shout out, nice video. And I always appreciated that, because I was just jumping into something I didn't understand and know. Silent 7, I met him on Reddit, and then I ported over to his YouTube site. And if you guys have any interest in benching and graffiti, check out these three guys' sites. They are fantastic, and they all have a different style to how they bench and how they document what they're seeing. A mixture of videos and still images. But check them out, they are great. I'm Everywhere, Silence 7, and Can Control. You can't go wrong there. And yeah, so volume 1, that's what it looks like. I was very pleased with the colors. Some of the images, I just put them in as is without altering. Like, I'm trying to find an example. Like these, I think these might have been early morning. They're predominantly blue or gray tinted. So I could have maybe adjusted the warmth on some of these. And in some of these, like, they're a little bit blurry, but I enjoyed the pictures so much, the art, that I put them in because I thought they should be included. Volume 2, I listened to feedback. People were saying, you need to write more. Put some interest, some written pieces in, and let's see more of the train and more of the sky. And I did that. And the thing is, when I include more of the background, you get less per page. So volume 2 has a bit more commentary and thoughts, and more of the train. I'm trying to get more of the train. That you can see in volume 1, it is very tight, very cropped images. So I'm learning as I go. I have a friend, I don't want to say his name because I'm not sure if he wants me to mention it, but he's working on his own freight train graffiti book, but he's doing full bleed, and he's doing, like, it's gonna look amazing when it's finished. I could give a shout out, but I don't want to put anyone on the spot right now. But he is doing his own, and I'm looking forward to seeing the results of that. It should be phenomenal. All right, volume 3, let me go back real quick. Volume 2 came out in February of this year. Volume 3, I put out in March of this year. In January, I kind of shut down, and I promised myself I would get productive and creative. I promised myself I would, and I did. And I got these 2 books out back-to-back on back-to-back month. Volume 3, Silence 7 said it'd be great if your books were like 100 pages longer. And I took that to heart. And this one is double size, so it's double the content. These are about 50 pages. This one is, I think, 112, 114. And pardon that, when you get thicker, you can start adding on text on the spine. I thought this was bigger. As you can see, it's very tiny. It says East Bay Freight Graffiti Volume 3. I don't know, I'm not sure how I can adjust that, but you can, after you publish a book, you can go in and make edits to typos, formatting, mistakes, which is nice. Great thing. So anyway, this is double the size, double the content, and just as great content as far as graffiti goes, Freight Graffiti. I put in a section about monikers, so I'm trying this time to capture some of those smaller images. Like, check this one out. Here is Muser and Me by Funbury. I'm seeing a lot of her art go by recently. What else? I have a couple in here by Horsetooth. Here is Sin, and someone told me I think on Reddit, that it's a dog paw with railroad spikes behind it. And I always thought it was like an insect head. It looked like kind of like a grasshopper head or something. Here's a great set of lips. Also in this volume, I did something just to kind of have people pay attention closer to the images. I hid this little face. There's 10 of these faces in the book, hidden throughout. And it's a challenge to find them all. So what I did is, somewhere in this book is also the answer key, where you can find every single image on each page. So the pages are listed. Let me show you. I'll give you one right away. One of the hidden faces. And this bottom piece here, if you freeze the video, you can look for it yourself. And then I'm going to tell you where it's at if you don't see it already. Let me move the light in a little more. It's right there if you can't see it. But there are 10 of these in the book for people to pore over, and the answer key is somewhere in this book as well. You have to look carefully though, and there's a lot of images. Oh, that was the other thing to talk about. I'm doing a vertical format for longer pieces. So at the back, I have a whole section on Habanero. As you guys know, I love his artwork, and he does long pieces. He has 3 pages in here dedicated to his work, because he has these long pieces he does. So I'm trying vertical format as well. You have to turn the book, right? And I know when I read comics or magazines, I don't like to have to turn the book in the middle and then go back. So I kept most of the verticals in the back of the book. There are a couple of verticals in the moniker section, but otherwise they're in the back. And if anyone picks these up, let me know what I can do to make them better. Or, that's the other thing. What's nice about having these on KDP, you can edit them, like I said. So if I misidentify an artist, or if I get IDs on artists, I can go back and update the content. Obviously, it'll mean a new edition of the book, or not a new edition, but a new, when people buy it, things have been changed a little bit, but it'll make it a better book, I suppose. And if I haven't mentioned it before, if you create a book on Amazon KDP, it goes out to the whole market, the whole world. So I've sold books in Japan. I've sold books in Amazon.de, which I think might be Deutschland, Germany, or it's Denmark. But it's a neat thing. And if you create a book, they give you your own ISBN number, and that book is now an official book. And if you were ever to pull the book off of Amazon, which you can on published books, it remains on their marketplace, because this book can be sold in the secondary market, and it has to have a presence on Amazon in order for sellers to sell them. So, and if you have any questions or anything like that about this, put it in the comments and I can answer it. But yeah, thanks again, everybody, for watching the videos. I was going to put this along with video number 400 as a kind of like a celebration, but some things I was trying to put together didn't come together until now. So I couldn't do that, so I'm putting it out now separately. And yeah, so thanks so much, and enjoy the future content of the images, and comment. I love getting comments and helping with the IDs and suggestions. Thanks so much.